What is up, yo? It is RGB Fox, and you already know what we're going to talk about. Actually, you don't. But don't worry. This isn't the list that I made, okay? This is a list that was made by other people. I'm here reviewing other people's ban list takes, predictions, wish lists, what have you, because quite frankly, a lot of y'all have some trash takes. But I do want to review them and give them a score here, and I'll go through a few and I'll give you my opinions on a few of these changes here that I may like, dislike, or what have you, right? So we are going to start with this, guys. I'm not gonna try to name them, I don't want people to get harassed, but we'll leave it at that. So to start, this guy has in the band section, right, is going to be Shifter, Canceller, Ilya Silva, Omega, Fissure, and Anti-Spell Fragrance. You know what? I kind of like all of these hits. The Omega is one that I would, prefer to keep. I do like that card. Synchro monsters are my favorite type of extra deck monsters to exist in the game, and they can never do no wrong in my eyes. But let's admit, Omega being able to loop cards out of your hand, kind of ridiculous. With the introduction of Harmonia, the Omega being able to shuffle back some cards too, kind of nasty. And Branded being able to just easily make it nowadays. On top of like Elf Note and whatnot, maybe this card could be gone. At the moment though, I do find it relatively, safe to keep. But aside from that, I kind of do agree with all of these hits. I mean, the floodgates aside, Ilya Silva is also just a Omni Negate, right? That is time and time again accessible with the Azamina engine. And I feel like every few months there is a deck that plays the Azamina engine because it's just so good in it. Rolad being one of the recent decks, and of course we had Yummy Azamina at one point, etc. So I'm fine with them hitting Ilya Silva here in their wish lists. Next we have the limited section. I kind of have no complaints here. I do think that Albion being hit is a little irrelevant. Like, yeah, if you're playing like pure branded, you want multiple copies, but I feel like as a pure branded player, or at least someone that's been playing branded here and there, I feel like one Albion is fine, right? Like, you can always recycle it, and it's always going to be accessible, right? You just have to play smarter if you're the pure branded player. So yeah, no, I think this is relatively healthy and is a way to keep Fallen in the Virtues in the game without limiting it or what have you. Because, well, I guess maybe for pure branded it doesn't matter, and in general it doesn't matter because people just play one anyways in non-branded lists. So maybe we just ban this card. Perchance? After all, Fallen in the Virtuous still stays alive with the Dragon that Devours. I don't know. We'll see. I think this is overall fine. Maybe Albion is not the card to hit, but what have you. Branded and High Spirits, though, this card I agree with being hit 100%. I think less access to White Albaz is healthy for the game. And so, screw the branded players. You can deal with that. Super Poly, I mean, I think as better targets come out for this card, the stronger this card gets, and it's really good as a board breaker when it ends up being good. So I do believe that Super Poly being limited is a good way to check it, but I also wouldn't care if it got banned, right? If it got banned, it would be pretty nice. Pre-prep, maybe with Rolad it's like fine, right, to hit this card finally, especially because we got Ragged Records. So I think you could also do away with pre-prep and make pure Mitsu players struggle some more again. Rotary to one, I mean, realistically maybe this is a card that should be banned, but also KTS. If we're talking about like the health of the current game. While I don't believe that Cool Tune is the most egregious deck to have ever existed, and I may have some personal bias considering I've been playing it for a long time now, I do believe that hits like these that hit the consistency down to a T like this It's pretty good. I do think that Cool Toon's still able to be played though, because let's be real, they only need the one. But starting with Cool Toon Synchro turn 1 and then trying to have follow-up on the next turn does make it a little harder to play. So I guess this change could be fine. Yeah, no, I like that. And then finally Electromite. I mean, I love this card. Bring it back. Power Patron, I'll be playing you soon if that happens. And then the Vision, of course, yeah. This card probably should be gone. It's too strong, especially for striker players. Let them suffer some more. They just got Pot of Sloth. Or whatever the card's name is. You know, the one that draws up to the amount of cards that your opponent has, and then you put back up to -1, whatever. Semi-limited, Q and Snatchy. In combination with these hits, I think the Q hit to 2 is nice. The Snatchy to be brought back to semi-limited, I don't really want this card back. And also, if you're playing Yummy, you don't need this card to 2. Plenty of players, if you play Yummy, you're more than fine to keep just the 1, because it opens up slots in your extra deck and, you know, leads to more creative deck building. So we'll leave it at that. I will rate this ban list wish list a 7 out of 10. I try to hide this person's name, but I'll just do it post editing in the actual software. This guy says, if we truly want chaos, put Called By and Cross at to 2, Gamma to 3, Talents to 3 when the new Call By releases, along with banning Shifter and Droll. This is just a bad take all around. Aside from the last 2 cards, banning Droll and Shifter, excellent. But putting Called By, Cross Out, and all these other cards to 2/3, please stop playing this game. This guy, he also has some good takes when it comes to the ban section. I would not mind Albion being banned whatsoever. But Albion, you know, it's like hit or miss, right? Next we have the limited section. I would actually like to see Heavy back. You know, it would disincentivize players from playing Striker and just trying to ruin your day, and giving us another card that would allow us to break the board would be nice. I don't care what kind of implications this card has for destroying your own spell and traps. Just give it back to us. Let's see, we already talked about a lot of these. Wanted to 1, I think I'm more comfortable with just killing the engine altogether instead of just like lowering the consistency. So this one will be, you know, I would prefer it being banned. Dimensional Fissure should not have any place in legality in this game whatsoever. And then Solemn Warning to 1, yeah, I guess I could be fine with that. Yeah, this is okay. And then semi-limit, these are probably better off being limited or banned, right? Like I mentioned earlier. So overall, I would have to score this one a 5 out of 10. Kind of a mid list overall. I do like the engage hit though, but again, a lot of these we already like went over. So we'll go on to the next list. So this guy clearly wants everything banned, right? Unlimited Cups the Yummy Way, sure. Let's have it back. This card should have never been limited in the first place, so yeah. Limited, Fallen in the Virtuous, Fallen in the White Dragon, and Gustav Max. Man, I do like this card though. Fallen in the Virtuous is so nice. I think if you kill the branded deck as a whole, this could stay, right? But so many players are complaining about it that I guess being at 1 is fine. This is the first list that I actually seen someone actually place Gustav Max on here, right? Yeah, I think FTK shouldn't be available. This card being at 3 copies, as much as I love this card because I used to play Electrum OTK in Dueling Network back in the day, I do still like this card. But if it went away, then sure, that's fine. My only issue with Gustav Max going to 1 is that it makes it harder for the train deck to actually set up like good interruptions if they go first. And I get it, battle damage or effect damage, you know, it can FTK you, but like maybe that's just something that we'll have to accept, right? So yeah. And then Fallen of the White Dragon to 1. I like this change, but I would also like to see Brandon and High Spirits gone too. At least to 1. For the band section, Let's see. Yes, 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 yes. Maybe. Kind of like this card. Yes, 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 and yeah, I'll take a rotary ban. It would still allow Cool Tune to be played, but it just wouldn't be as nasty because you don't get the hand rip effect. Not hand rip, but hand knowledge. I don't know. I do like the ability to be able to, you know, put cards away from like the graveyard, right? Using the loudness war effect. I guess we would just be playing with like Cool Tune with just the back-to-back, right? I don't know. Yeah. As a Cool Tune player, this would hurt. But it would make sense. So ultimately, I have to give this list an 8 out of 10. But only because they put like so many floodgates away. Aside from that, you know, it's like whatever. This is like whatever to me. We're gonna see a lot of this, right? Yeah. That is going to be, of course, a-okay for me. In the semi-limit section, though, I think Vision should just go away in general. These two being semi-limited almost doesn't hurt the deck whatsoever. In combination with Rotary as well with the KTS, I mean, I'll take this any day of the week as a Cool Tune player, so this is probably a bad hit then, right? Because it doesn't address Cool Tune properly. Terminus, yeah, I mean, Terminus, I don't think should get hit at all, actually. Not yet. No, I think this card is fine to leave at 3. Because it is a break for the most part, right? Like, drawing multiples. I guess you'd rather start with 1 or with 3 than none, but still. Limited section, Gustav Max, sure, I can improve. Wanted, I guess I'll approve. Mitsurugi Prayers, yes, actually. Let's start cutting away the accessibility of the Mitsu engine even further. And then of course, like I said, Rotary to 1. The things that I would personally change is, again, maybe banning the Wanted and leaving the Fallen and the Virtuous to 3. I would like to see other branded hits in here, specifically branded Fusion. And I would like to see Vision to 1 or none. High key, probably none. So I can give this list a solid 6 out of 10. This is a lot to go through. Okay, let's see. Droll and... okay. This is already getting a 1 out of 10 for me. No, let's not do that. I'm fine with the Ash being at 2. But Crossout being to 2 is... not like, why? Jokul, sure. We can start unlimiting some of the K9 engine. Engage at 2? This is no different than having it at 3. Okay. Yeah, this is like a 1 still. Maybe a 2 out of 10 because of the Ash hit, but that's about it. Limited. Heavy Storm, I like that. Pre-prep as well? Sure. Fallen in the Virtuous? But I understand. Linkage? Should linkage be addressed? It makes the deck a little weaker to like Veiler Imperms. And in combination with Fallen and the Virtuous, that could work. Less consistency or slash really less draw power with the Vision. Okay, I think I'm fine with these 3 hits in combination. As well as the Super Poly. Yeah, I like these hits. Okay. Hey, you know what? This list just got bumped to a 3 out of 10 for me. Electromite to 1. 4 out of 10. Kagari. Oh. White Binder. Noroi. Okay. So far, it's going to be a 3 out of 10. Oh, Starving Venom Dragon. I don't think you can have this in combination with Electromite. Not in the TCG at the very least. Too much PP slop going around for that. Okay. Aside from that, you convinced me to raise it higher, but having the White Binder, yeah, you're smoking dick. Okay. Now for the ban section. We keep seeing Albion, so it looks like Albion is something that a lot of players are agreeing with. Called by the Grave. Ooh, yes. I like this one. Keep that shit away from the game. And then 2 Vanities cards, the Ruler and the Fiend. What deck was playing this? The Clown Crew deck? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'd be fine with killing these off. With all of that being said, with an egregious unlimited section, a subpar semi-limited section, a awkward limited section, and a decent forbidden section, I'm going to give this list a 4 out of 10. You could have done better if you used your brain. So when it comes to the forbidden section, I'll take this any day. But it gets to the point where you're just demanding way too much here, right? Like, I mean, come on. Oh, wow. And now I just saw the unlimited section. I don't even... Okay. So the forbidden section, I'll take all of that. Yeah, that is fine by me. In the limited section, we want Starving Venom Dragon. And I don't see Electromite anywhere here. Sure, I guess that's fine. Just one Starving Venom Dragon wouldn't be a problem. It's whenever you have multiple copies that it could be, like, egregious. White Dragon, Rotary, Albion, you know, these, again, the Rotary's fine, the White Albez is fine, the Albion is, you know, it's like whatever, you're keeping it at 1, it's doing its job, brother. Heavy, Wanted, I mean, we spoke about these. The Engage, Widowmaker could probably stay at 3. I don't care about Widowmaker. Engage, though, yeah, sure. It's still accessible, though. I'd rather see this card banned. KTS to 1, oh yeah, no, I mean, this is still fine, and pre-prep. So, what are the different changes? The Toon Bookmark, yeah, I think if we're gonna get the Toon cards, we're gonna need some pre-hits, and Toon Bookmark is a good place to start. Wanted, Liger Dancer. To 1? I think Liger Dancer could go to 1. Because there are formats where, like, you know, Lunalights is just going to be able to creep up and, like, actually be fairly dominant. And reducing the power level and allowing players to be able to out 1 tower instead of having to deal with 2, I think is completely okay. I like that. So, Lunalight can definitely have Liger to 1. That'd still be playable. You would just probably play a going second version instead of, you know, going first and going balls deep on Baguska double Liger. Which is kind of hard to get to anyway, so... Now, semi-limit. Impulse to 2? Sure. Judgment to 2, we cannot raise the copies of Judgment. This is not good. We also cannot have Red Reboot, right? Any card that just prevents, like, a type of card to be played for a whole turn, yeah, we cannot have that. Chicken Game, you can bring this card to 3. I don't think I'd care. Linkage to 2, yeah, if you're gonna hurt Striker, might as well. 1 Day of Peace. I want to say something so bad to this. No, we cannot have 1 Day of Peace, semi-limited. Stop that. And then, Branded and High Spirits to 2. I prefer it at 1, but sure, start cutting this card too. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to start with the least worrying, which is going to be the Samorg. I guess this is fine. Yeah, I mean, you'll have Wind Barrier Statue to worry about. At best, this gets you, like, Crasea. Right? Am I thinking of anything else that, like, could be damaging to summon? No, not really. I guess this is fine. Droll? Oh my god. If you two had no censorship, I would just be, like, throwing haymakers at you right now. Miscellaneous sort. What? No. Okay. Cross out to why? Why are we just promoting, like, unhealthy combo slop? And then Card of Demise. No. Ultimate Offering. Well, this one might be okay, but I'd rather keep this card banned. Overall, this list gets a 3 out of 10 to me. Alright. We are now here with this list here that I see on Twitter. Why are all these images rendered so poorly? Is it only going to look good on the phone? Because it certainly doesn't look good on PC. Let's start with the Unlimited section. Oh, this is an OCG list. Well, we can still review it. This is a special one of case. Sharvara to 3. No. Sleepy Memory and Delicious Memory to 3. You know what? Give Pearly something. Sure. Runic Fountain to 3. Okay. No. And then Ash Blossom to 3. This card could stay at 2 at the OCG. Semi-limited. Multiple copies of Striker Dragon? No. Keep that card to 1. Obedience Schooled. Yeah, I actually like Obedience Schooled. I liked when Yummy was able to play pure and it was just straight up, get the bodies on the field and just play, right? So beating and schooled, going up in numbers and promoting, you know, the pure version is absolutely fine to me. I like that change. Astrograph Sorcerer to 2. Give pendulums what they want, man. I could care less. Semi-limits to all the cool tune monsters that are main deckable and search one another / summon. And then 2 of the cool tune synchro. I mean, this is just an ideal, right? But this doesn't, this just makes cool tune super playable. I'm on Master Duel, right? And I'm playing with essentially 2 copies of each of these cards. I mean, KTS and Q is still at 3 until, you know, here later down the line. But, you know, when the ban list fully applies. But, like, as someone that's been playing with 2 mix, 2 Rico, 1 Rotary, this is more than fine by me. Especially 2 Q and 2 KTS. So if you do start with 1 turn 1, you still have another one to search off of the Rotary. I mean, come on, dude. Like, be smart. This is going to just maintain Cool Tune's playability forever. Okay, in the limited section, Harmonia. What? No, we need to keep Harmonia. This list already gets a 0 out of 10 from me, especially because I'm seeing Block Dragon in the limited section. Oh yeah. No. Forbidden, though, we do see some good hits. TG Hyper Librarian, and we take this in the stance of a TCG player. There's going to be a period of time where I'm sure Konami is going to hit Cool Tune to Oblivion, and perhaps even provide some changes to Branded. And that means that Elf Note has like actually a few months before November where tunes drop, where it's actually going to probably fairly dominate. Again, this is assuming Cool Tune and Branded gets savaged by Konami, right? And if they do, then in the TCG side of things, banning Hyper Librarian would actually be pretty good in my opinion. So I think this is something that the TCG should incorporate 100%, because I mean, they get to draw a lot of cards. They get to draw into their side deck cards, their floodgates, etc. I think this card should go away. As sad as that might say, because I love TG Hyper Librarian. I loved when I got to summon Librarian and then make Quasar back in the day. Like, you guys just don't know. Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. A monster negate that's not so easily accessible probably doesn't need to be banned, but it is one less negate that you have to worry about, so I would accept this. Power Code, no, I'm sorry, Protect Code Talker and the Charmer Link 4. I think these are very good hits actually. The Protect Code being able to enable you to get like the access to the Link 5 Xenia, right? I think that's her name, to dump and then enable FTKs. Yeah, I mean, hit this card for all of its glory, because the fact that it gets to resummon itself after you make a firewall and then you get to search or add back something, like, yeah, nah, Protect Code has to go. And the Charmer Quartet in Bloom, I mean, can you really justify keeping this? This is also a card that helps enable these FTKs, especially the current Power Patron one that we have the TCG with the Goliath and the Lechery. I mean, this card has to go eventually, 100%. Invoked Caliga. Yeah, I think, again, any form of floodgates that are super easily accessible should leave the game 100%. And then Toon Alligator. You guys can explain to me why this card is here. And that is everything. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that you have enjoyed. And if you have your own... Oh, wait, hold on. I have to rate this ban list. Okay, I know this is in the eyes of an OCG player, because, again, who would put Ash to 3 if you're not in the OCG? This is going to get a 0 out of 10. Because fuck the OCG players. Okay, now, yeah. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will try to be a little, consistent with some more discussion videos this week, because I have not recorded any gameplay, simply because I've been really busy at my job. And when I'm busy, I tend to take it easy at home, but I'm going to still provide a video for you all. So stay tuned for that. And hopefully the next commentary video for dual, for gameplays, will come by Saturday at the earliest. Oh, but I have a regional that I'm going to play there. Maybe Sunday. We'll see. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace, have a wonderful day, and stay safe.